Time to take to the high seas for this super awesome review of the new Paul Greengrass thriller, Captain Phillips, where a giant cargo ship is taken over by the world's least blingy pirates. So the first thing I need to talk about, which is the part that most people have been or will be talking about, is the central performance by Tom Hanks. You know, I met that guy? There was a lot of talk about how this is Tom Hanks' strongest performance to date, which is quite a bold statement to make when you consider he was in Castaway, Forrest Gump and Philadelphia. Is this the case? Maybe. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still absolutely incredible, and Hanks' performance anchors the entire film. Anchors? I didn't even mean that! Without giving anything away, in the final scenes of this movie, you will believe that Tom Hanks is Captain Phillips and has been through an ordeal. Throughout the entire film, he's able to connect with an audience in a way that makes them feel like they've been a part of it too. You really see that his tough, in-control appearance is all an act, and when this comes tumbling down and it all reaches its climax, you will cry. Like a baby. This is one of those films where it's okay for men to cry. There's going to be so many manly men at the end just going, I'm getting something in my eye. Both eyes. And then when you find out that those scenes were almost entirely improvised, that's when you understand just how powerful and skilled an actor Tom Hanks is. Even though I have nothing but praise for it, I personally don't feel like this is his ultimate performance, but it's still astounding. Oscar nomination? I hope so. Even though at times he does sound like Peter Griffin. Believe it or not, even with a performance like the one in this film, Tom Hanks is almost completely upstaged by newcomer Barkhad Abdi. He plays lead pirate Muesli? Who's pretty much the anti-Jack Sparrow. There's no swagger, charming antics, or mincing going on with these pirates. There's no flash to them. They look like they've just stepped straight out of a UNICEF appeal. They are career criminals, desperate and in need of a paycheck. As he puts it himself, no Al Qaeda here. It's just business. The scene when he comes face to face with Captain Phillips for the first time is electrifying, and some of the subsequent interactions are excellent. A standout for me is when Phillips can't quite fathom the life of being a pirate and says something along the lines of, surely there's more to life than fishing and piracy, and Muse replies with, maybe in America, Irish. Maybe in America. Chills. And if this is how good his debut is, I think he's going to have a very interesting acting career. The other pirates aren't quite as interesting. I mean, to this day, I still think of them as the psycho, the noob, and the guy that I didn't even realise was in the film until the very end. The film is of course directed by Paul Greengrass, who has had experience dealing with touchy, real-life subjects in the past with films like United 93 or Bloody Sunday, and he's also one of like 2 directors in the entire world that knows how to use shaky cam in a way that actually benefits the film. Although, combining shaky cam with the ocean does make you feel a bit seasick at times. Some of the themes of the film are a little bit in your face, but the film is so much better if you don't read too much into the subtext and just sit back and enjoy the action. However, if you do want to practice your film theory, Greengrass has put plenty in there for you. He manages to get the best out of pretty much every cast member while crafting a film that never lets up in tension or suspense. At no point in this film do you ever get bored. I mean, I didn't check my phone, I didn't check my watch, and I think if I needed the toilet, I would have just sat there and peed myself. This is the only film I've seen in a long time that leaves the audience stunned. When it ends and the credits roll, silence. Nobody got up out of their seats. This film has such an emotional punch, and there's just not enough films that do that. Captain Phillips, without doubt, gets 5 popcorns. It's directed by somebody at the top of the game, and it has Tom Hanks in it. Go see it. Thank you very much for watching my Captain Phillips review. If you want some more Tom Hanks action, make sure you check out my Saving Mr. Banks review, or the video where I meet the man himself. If you liked the video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and also let me know in the comments below what you thought of the film, and maybe share this video with a friend. I promise to like it. Alright, see you next time.